I think the bowling was quite good, to be honest. I think we assessed the conditions quite well. The wicket was on the slower side, as we expected, and we knew that as the game kind of went along, that the wicket would speed up. So I think, man, the inexperienced bowlers they stood up, and they did a massive job in restricting a competitive side like England. And I think the batting, I think it's probably just clinical. We probably had the better of the conditions, if I can be honest. We kind of knew what we needed to do on that wicket, and kudos to us that we were able to execute accordingly with the bat.
I thought it was a respectable total. I didn't think it was probably, by any means a great score, but definitely felt that we could something to bowl at. And if we took wickets at important times, I felt like we could have put some pressure on them, and therefore it might have been a half decent score. But we weren't able to take those wickets that I mentioned, and that partnership between Temba and Quinton was pretty good and hard to break, and therefore won the game. Yeah, no, obviously come up against him quite a lot. He's a world-class player. And obviously with him being captain now, I suppose he has that side of his game where he wants to see them over the line, which might give him that extra motivation to play even better, which is it's tough for us because we're going to have to find ways to get him out. But no, I've been fortunate to play with him as well in the IPL, and he's a world-class player. So we're going to have to figure out how we can stop him scoring runs, and he's obviously a big player for them. So it's important that we try and get him out early.
Yeah, look, to be honest, it was actually just good to be on the field. That might sound a bit indifferent, but for me, just being on the field again, running around with the guys, it was good. Different format as well, different type of pressure. I really felt like I was a kid with no burden out there, just trying to enjoy this game of cricket. It has been hard. And I think it's not so much the dropping part. I think all players get dropped. Everyone goes to slumps of not scoring well. I think the awkwardness and uncomfortability from my side is when you're thrown into talks of transformation and all of that. At the end of the day, yes, I'm black. That's my skin, but I play cricket because I love it. And I'd like to think that the reason why I'm in the team is because of performances that I've put forward in my franchise side, and also for the national team whenever I've been able to. So I think the discomfort was there, having to kind of navigate myself around all those type of talks. But yeah, players get dropped. I'm not the last guy to get dropped, and that's something that as players we've come to accept. It's massive for the team. It's massive for a guy like Quinny as well. I think as younger players, we draw a lot of energy from him, and guys are really living up to the things that he say. He doesn't speak a lot. He's more of a guy that leads through his actions, and I think guys have been inspired from that. If I could look at the T20 series in India, where we also had a young side taking on a formidable Indian team, we were able to stand up head to head with them. But yeah, as a young team, inexperienced team, we'll take a lot of confidence from it. But in saying that, we know that England are going to come harder come on Friday in Durban.
I think it's good. These one-day series, same as T20 stuff. White ball games generally come thick and fast nowadays, don't they? So there's no time to feel sorry for yourselves, or on the other side, you don't want to get too high. If you win the game, for instance, you're back on, back in performance mode in a couple of days' time. So, we've done some good stuff today. Obviously, we can do it better. It's by far not our best performance, but we can take some positives, and we'll try and put it right in Durban, I suppose.